today I am here with my mom. Her name is Cheryl.
Hi.
And we are making something called Bolo de Mel, which is, it's like a cake thing. It's like a Portuguese cake. What is it?
It's a Portuguese cake. Bolo de Mel translates to honey cake, but there isn't any honey in this, so I'm not sure about that. All your Portuguese fans can let you know.
But
it's a huge tradition in our family. My mom's parents are from Madeira, and they made this every year at Christmas, and my mom did it, and we do it, and we all love it.
Yeah, so yay! So let's get started.
Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is you want to get the molasses and the butter and the lard melting in a pot.
Okay.
So if you want to get that going, yeah, it's heavy. So you need 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of Crisco shortening or lard, and 1 pound of blackstrap molasses.
So lard is like literal fat, because we're adding extra. I shouldn't be saying this is a cooking show.
It adds flavor, and it's only at Christmas time.
Okay, so 4 sticks of butter.
Yep, 4 sticks of butter, 1 pound.
The classy way.
Do you want me to help you?
Paddington's like chewing on some secret thing in the corner. What are you doing?
So do you want to open up the shortening while I'm doing the butter? So this is something we eat before Christmas sometimes. We definitely have it for Christmas dessert. But sometimes we've been known to even eat it at tea, if we're having tea and coffee, or sometimes for breakfast. Because it's so good.
It's so addicting. It's so dangerous. Alright, so there's the shortening.
Yep. Yep. You're going to pour in, I would say, like 3/4 of that.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn this on to medium, I guess. You want to watch it because you don't want it to. There, so that's just going to melt. Okay? So then, while that's melting, we're going to put all the flour and spices together in the big bowl that we're going to mix it in. So do you want to stand on this side? Do you want me to stand on that side?
Yeah, I'll go to that side.
Okay.
So Paddington's going to be barking, so we're just going to hold him. And he's going to be part of it now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you want to mix all the dry ingredients. So we're going to start with 4 pounds of all-purpose flour. And I'm sure that the recipe wouldn't change if you just dumped it all in at the same time, but Christmas is all about tradition. So I'm going to show you how my mom did it, and this is how my grandmother did it. And when I do this, I feel like my grandmother is standing beside me. My mom would be here, but she's got a really bad cold, so she'll come in for next year. Okay, so that's 4 pounds of flour. What her instructions say is to make a well in the center of the flour. And then we sprinkle all the other ingredients around it. So we're going to do the brown sugar. Do you want to? I guess you can't do that part. So
I have a dog in my hand.
So I'm sprinkling all the brown sugar around the well. We have anise seed, and I've toasted that so that the flavor comes out, that nice licoricey flavor. This recipe creates this really moist, crumbly cake that kind of has a gingerbread kind of flavor to it.
Yeah.
So even though it's from Portugal, I think there's definitely some German elements there. Not in my family, but I think traditionally that's where it comes from. Okay, and then the spices, I've got cinnamon, cloves, and cracked black pepper. So sprinkle that around. Lemon rind with 1 lemon. The nuts, we have walnuts and slivered almonds. And then citron.
What's citron?
Citron is that's mixed peel and citron, so it's lemon rind, grapefruit rind, and orange rind, and it's been candied, and it's called citron. And while Cayla's putting in the orange juice, it's a juice from half a lemon.
Half an orange.
Or it's half an orange, she's right. Yeah, she's right. I'm going to mix the yeast up, so it's a packet of yeast into half a cup of hot water with a teaspoon of sugar. So I'm going to just put that in right now and get that to develop. So the last ingredient that we didn't put in is baking soda, 2 tablespoons of baking soda. So your butter and lard and molasses has cooled, it's all mixed and it's cooled, and the yeast and the sugar and the water has developed, so you can pour that into the center. Yeah. I bought them for your dad, but his hands are still too big.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of imagine that he's a bit dad's hands. My dad's like 6'4" and his hands are like double mine.
Yeah. Okay, so be careful with that, whatever you want to do. That would work, yeah. So pour it into the hole, into the center of that spot. Good. Okay, so that's good, that's good. All right. So now we just mix it together, and I think what I'll use is a wooden spoon. It's a little stiffer than the spatula, so do you want to do that? So you're going to start at first using a wooden spoon because the melted stuff is still fairly hot, but once it starts to come together, the fun part is getting your hands into it. And again, maybe you don't have to do that, but that's the way I was taught.
So you're talking about my heritage, and we thought that since you guys don't know, that maybe, I don't know, you have something in common, I don't know, so.
Right, so this is from my grandparents who were from Madeira, and my mom, your grandmother, has Portuguese descent, but she was born in South America, and that's Paddington. He wants to tell you where he was born. So my mom was born in South America in Georgetown, and back then when she was born down there, it was British Guyana under British rule. Now it's just Guyana, and she came up to Canada and met your grandfather, my dad, who was born in Toronto.
Was your father born in the UK?
No, my dad was born in Toronto, but his father was born in Blackpool, England. Yeah, and his family had a number of things. I think he worked at the Rolls-Royce plant, but his family had hotels. Paddington!
So sassy. So. He always needs to be the center of attention. Always. Are you in trouble? Somebody was trying to keep stirring.
Looking after us. Here. Sit.
Were you caught? Did we catch you? Oh, that sassy little wiggle.
Yeah, no, you're not going anywhere. All right.
He's not having it.
No. So I guess we covered my side of the family. So then your dad was born in Toronto. His mom was born in Brighton, England. So that's your great-grandmother. And his father was born in Donegal, Ireland. That's where your Gallagher name comes from.
Yeah.
So that's looking good.
I'm sweating.
And is it smelling more like Christmas now? Do you want to take him and I'll get my arms in there?
Yes.
Because then you won't wreck your pretty.
Mixture.
Yeah, now I've got dog fur on me. Yeah, so there's usually flour at the bottom that you can't get with just a spatula. So I'm going to go in with my hands.
I'm scared.
You scared?
Yeah.
Scary. And you see how the flour is coming up from the bottom? And it's a really nice soft consistency right now, probably like a gingerbread, because you've got all that nice butter and lard and molasses. Very soft and very light and very fragrant. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think so you can see it's kind of sticky and yummy. So what she would do is she kind of press it down like that. That's looking good. And then she would take the side of her hand and she'd make the sign of the cross. So I still do that, and as I do this, I get emotional.
Oh my god, but if you have a card on YouTube, you're not a real YouTuber.
Oh, then I guess I'm okay. And when I do this, as I cry, I feel my grandmother over my shoulder. So that is our tradition. So tomorrow we'll come back and we'll bake it.
Okay.
Okay? And we put saran on it and towel.
Okay.
Do you want to do that now or later?
Sure, let's do it now. Where's the saran?
It's in the second drawer down.
Like a mother with like her baby on her head.
Yeah.
Are you a baby?
You are. And the nanny is doing all the work. But that's okay.
Paddington expects it.
Yeah.
It's like be my slave.
So there we are. That's ready to go, and I would just put a tea towel over top of it just to keep it protected. We're done.
Good. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So hello everybody, it is the next day now. So what do we do now?
Okay, so the Bolo de Mel has been sitting for 24 hours, so now it's time to take it out, put it into pans and bake it. And we use 6 aluminum pans, 8 or 9 inches is fine. I really like the pans that have straight edges, but we only had these ones that have like a bit of a slope. So really you can do whatever you want. So why don't you get in there and start to break it up, Cayla, and put it into, evenly divided into
Break
this,
it up how?
just with your hands. Just get in there and just start. And you don't need it tight, like just crumble it in.
Like this?
Yeah, yeah. So just get in there and start putting it in here, and then we'll press it down gently. Okay, so now we've divided them up evenly, and it's kind of like a bit of a hill. So we just need to kind of tamp them down a little bit, and I don't push too much. So now what we do is we decorate the tops. So traditionally what my grandmother used was slivered almonds and some more of the citron, which is the lemon and grapefruit and orange and lime peel. And we would just do little decorations. And then she would also use these red and green cherries. And I don't like to use whole ones. So you could put one in the center, or you could do a little wreath in the center, whatever you want. So 350 for 20 minutes. Right in the front. Okay.
So the lighting changed, it got dark, so excuse the change in lighting now.
We have a snowstorm outside.
Yes. But anyway, they're out of the oven now, and you want to cool them, I guess, to your own temperature before you eat them?
Yeah. You want to eat them right now, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
You want to get into it right now, but it needs to cool.
But we have to try it right now for the camera, right?
Yeah, because we want to dig in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can just kind of do this. You see how it's really breaking apart? I mean, it's really breaking apart because it's still warm, but that's what you want, like this beautiful chunk of moist.
I've never had it warm, so it's weird.
Yeah, I know.
It tastes like Christmas. It's like a spicy gingerbread, but not completely gingerbread. So it tastes like Christmas, but not gingerbread. If that makes sense.
You just have to make it and try it yourself. And then send pictures.
Yeah.
I might have to have one, I just have to test one more piece.
So if you guys try this out, send me a photo on Instagram or Twitter at pankobunny. I would love to see it. Just because my mouth full. But thank you for being on my channel. My mom is on Instagram. If you want to follow her on Instagram, she does lots of like knitting and socks and things like that. So actually, someone with a sock fetish or foot fetish followed you recently. Like I don't expect you to say that. So yeah. The internet is an interesting place. Anyways, yeah, so thank you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.
Bye.